Corey, did it feel good to get kind of a heavy performance, heavy load game like that back under your belt and try to kind of put the team on your back a little bit?
Yeah, it always feels good to carry the ball. It felt great running behind those guys. They were doing a real good job blocking, and even receivers were out there blocking. And me and Swords, we were competing that game. He was toting the ball too. He was fast. I never seen him run that fast. I always knew he was fast, but he was running real fast on that one touchdown.
Is that a friendly competition? Who got more? I mean, obviously you want to win, but I mean, is he ribbing you a little bit that he got you by 21 yards?
Nah, shoot. Like you mentioned, like we want to win. So if him rushing for 200 yards and getting the win is what we got to do, that's what we got to do.
As a leader on this team, what are you kind of intentionally doing during practice, during meetings to try to say, hey, we have 2 games left. You guys can win 2 games, finish 7-5, and it can be a pretty good end of the season.
So just bringing my A game every day. I just try to encourage people, keep the energy up and let people know that we're still in this. Like, it's not over. And just constantly reminding people, constantly having high energy because I feel like high energy is contagious.
You're 97 yards away from 1,000 on the ground on the year. You get back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons. Sorry. What would that mean to you?
It would mean a lot to me. I think I would be like the 5th Bearcat in history to do that. It would mean a lot for me and the guys on this team, because I couldn't have did it without them.
You talked about, bringing the energy daily. You guys have 2 games left. How do you feel like the energy is amongst the other players right now?
I feel like the energy is high amongst the other players. We just had a leadership meeting yesterday between some of the seniors and stuff like that, and everybody was saying like each position group is ready to go out there and fight every day. And we were talking about how practice has to be intense and how everybody has to bring the energy, so everybody's on the same page and everybody knows that we have a chance.
Who was the most vocal in those meetings?
I would say the O-line. Kendra, he's very vocal. John Williams is very vocal. I'm vocal too also, but I would say those guys are the most vocal in those meetings.
What would it mean for you guys to get that next win, to be bowl eligible, especially, you staying through the coaching change and, being a senior and being a leader on the team?
It would mean a lot. Like I mentioned, me and these guys on the team worked hard, like very hard, to change what happened last year. Like, to turn that around, it would mean a lot.
I don't know where you rank now on forced missed tackles, but you were like 2nd. Is it something you take pride in, lugging guys another extra couple yards with you?
Oh yeah, I definitely take pride in breaking tackles. I don't want to be an easy guy to tackle. So my goal every time is to not let one guy tackle me.
Fletch has been a big part of this team and leadership group for a while. How do you guys rally around him after a couple tough weeks and just let him know, hey, keep doing your thing and we got your back?
Just like my locker is like very close to Fletch, so every day I come in, I say what's up to him, and like he's the greatest punter I know. Like, just let him know that, so that he knows, that he remembers that. Don't get down because of a couple mistakes. Like, you're him. Just constantly keep reminding him that.
Corey, while you're up there, talk about your relationship with Mike Warren. He is the last to do back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
So Mike Warren is my guy. Throughout my recruiting process, like I had a lot of contact with Mike Warren. I played the game with him a lot. I just played the new college football game with him last week. Last week we were playing and he beat me in overtime. But that's my guy, and it means a lot to even be mentioned in the same sentence with him, because that's somebody that I really looked up to throughout my recruiting process, and somebody that I still look up to today, just getting advice from him.
How much trash did Mike talk during that game? Mike talked a little bit.
Believe it or not, I was the one talking trash to him. Like, he didn't talk that much trash because I was beating him the whole game. And then in overtime, he threw an interception, and I picked it off, and I was about to score, and his guy hit my guy, and I fumbled, and he took it back and scored a touchdown and won the game. So, and then he started talking trash. But, yeah, it was deserved. I deserved it at that point because I was egging him on the whole game.
Was he maybe the most angry person when you picked LSU out of high school?
Yeah, he let me have it a little bit, but like he understood, like, you know, it was part of the journey, and he understood that, and that's what he says to me all the time. Like, shoot, every moment is happening for a reason. Like, it got you where you are now, and it's made me the person that I am today. So I needed that to become a better leader, a better person, and a better man.
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Corey. Appreciate it.